Hey, what's going on, Facebook? This is Dan coming to you again with another episode of The Obscure News. Our first story today, a Good Samaritan helps reunite a child with her parents, gets beat up by her dad. A Good Samaritan in Lakewood, Florida almost immediately regretted doing his good deed after he got beat up pretty badly. A man was at a sports complex when he saw a 2-year-old girl wandering around by herself. He approached the girl and realized she was lost. The parents saw the man. They thought he was kidnapping the girl, basically. They ganged up on him from behind. They knocked him to the ground, started kicking him, beating him. Only after he endured a severe trashing did anyone realize he was actually trying to do something nice. I'm a dad. First of all, why are the parents not watching the kid in the first place? It's a 2-year-old kid. I have to hold my 2-year-old. I can see it's a playground, sure. You don't just let a 2-year-old just willy-nilly just, honey, we're going to go watch the game. We know you're 2, but we assume you're mature enough to stay here by yourself. No, it's a 2-year-old kid. What you do is you carry the kid around. Daddy, I want to swing. So you take her to swing. I hope they had to pay that guy money. Maybe next time, go up and confront the guy and say, hey, that's my daughter. Instead of just cold cocking the sucker. Boom! Yeah, I hope they owe him money. Utah paperboy headbutted, tackled, and trapped in tree by goat named Voldemort. Whoever named this goat Voldemort, I want to meet him. They get the goat. I think we ought to name him Voldemort. I'm hoping this wasn't like a family name. Let's name him after Grandpa Voldemort. Why would they put this in the paper locally? This is a kid. It's got to be an older kid. Somebody that's going to get made fun of at school for getting whipped by a goat. You know that he's getting wedgies now. And Voldemort. I think we ought to name him Voldemort. Sounds like he's a pretty edgy little dude. I don't know if I would keep Voldemort if I owned Voldemort. I think we ought to name him Voldemort. I'd sit down with him and have a chat first. Listen, Voldemort. Things aren't going so well. You beat up that kid the other day. You're really making the family look bad. One more screw up and you're gone. Be a good goat, Voldemort. 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 Our last headline is pretty outrageous. In fact, I debated even putting it on this week's segment, but I figured, what the heck, everybody needs to laugh. It's sad that we have to laugh at this poor lady's expense, but hey, you know what? This is the obscure news. Opera singer can't stop farting after surgery and loses her job. I don't know what kind of surgery she had, but I assume it has to be inner gut surgery of some kind, lower intestinal tract. Did they fire her because, opera's pretty loud. So did they fire her because they kept hearing the noises? The sound waves actually coming out into the microphone. And then the louder the notes got, the louder the gas was. Anyway, or was it because, at every opera there's some kind of sound people, there's a band or an orchestra down below. Was she gassing them out? Look, guys, we can't do this anymore. Was the flute player like, just minding my own business, tootin', tootin', tootin' on my flute, and then all of a sudden I smell a big stinker. It's like rotten eggs and orange juice mixed together. And then the drummer, I'm sitting there drumming along, and I go to hit the drums, and something is so heavy in the air that it actually catches my drumstick and tosses it out of my hand. I don't get it, but I know it smelled really horrible. And the violinist, I can't even put my chin on my violin anymore, because every time I look over here, there's a gas in my face. This is Dan the Newsman signing off for your second episode of The Obscure News. Have a great day.